roof over my head, but I always couch surf. Then when I got older, I had to stay from motel to motel to motel.
You'll have many families living in one motel room, children sleeping on floors. Some of the rundown motels they're just deplorable.
When I think about the children especially, I think about how it affects their growth and development. And a child who's just developing should be a happy, positive little being.
You have nowhere to be comfortable, and you have nowhere to laugh, cry, sleep, wake up, shower in your own privacy or in your own comfort and love and care.
Many families, because of a cycle of homelessness, have gaps in their education, have trouble finishing school. So if you have an adult that doesn't have their high school degree, they don't have the earnings needed for housing, and then their child has gaps in their education, so it's just kind of a vicious cycle.
This is not scientific, but for every homeless person you see, there's another 100 who aren't there yet. They are somewhere up the economic ladder, just enough to be indoors, just enough to have a family member or a friend put them up for a while, or to be able to afford to stay in a old motel or somewhere of that nature.
And that's something that we've been able to see at the restaurants, is that there's so many people that really are just one really bad hospital bill or one ugly divorce away from being homeless. And the working homeless is a very real thing. People that have jobs but don't have homes because of the cost that's there.
One of the biggest challenges we have in this community is that we're a small community, relatively speaking, but large geographically. We span for miles and miles and miles and miles. So when someone has a transportation barrier, it's impossible. If they need the food bank, and they need Department of Labor help, and they need Catholic Social Services, I mean, they're all over the city. And when you visit with people who are in this situation, here's the rub. It's a full-time job to get the help that they need.
OneHeart represents the culmination of all of those efforts for the last few years to get us all together on the same page, working, not worrying so much about our own turf or our own legacy, but worrying about the overall outcome.
We have a lot of providers in our community that are helping people when they're in crisis. The thing that's lacking is what OneHeart intends to fill, which is creating a college-like campus for people to come and learn the skills, the assets that they need in order to function in this society as best they can when they leave the campus. And they'll be living there while they're going through their curriculum and working on whatever feeds into the plans that they've developed. Each individual's plan is going to be unique.
And as they move through the system, they will feel empowered. So that's what needs to be done, is they need to feel that empowerment within themselves.
Coming from where I came from, I wish I had that. I truly do. I wish I had somewhere where I could go and I can find peace, and I can find what I really want deep down, instead of sitting in a park somewhere in the middle of the night thinking about you're always going to live this life.
It's impossible to do it alone. And that's what OneHeart is it's a village. It's a team of caring people who are helping people who are ready to move their lives forward, however they define that. And it's working with them until they get there.
The exciting thing about this is it's showing people a way to find the way out of the situation that they're in.
We're going to get back what we invest in. If we continue to invest in symptoms, we will continue to get symptoms and the underlying issues that display those symptoms. What we're doing is hard. It's not easy, but it's right because it's about investing in human beings.